Welcome, Erin. What can you tell us?
Police say this is where she first approached the man, asking him if he could kill her husband, all for a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. The first thing the trainers do is teach the dogs how to play. Once they get that down, they learn how to do bomb sniffing and narcotics training.
Some breaking news happening right now. One person has been fatally shot and another injured.
Right here at this palm tree, you can see the impact split it in half.
And you know, you're not married yet, so you still have a chance with him. I bet you have a chance.
I'm gonna be honest.
And you can see behind me at the terminal, things moving along now very nicely. Tavar's mother tells me he's on suicide watch here at the jail tonight, and he says he is sorry for what happened. And we'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock tonight. Have a good morning. I was able to talk to the father of the children. He says he is shaken up, but more just worried about his kids because now 3 of the 4 men that tried to break into his house are now at large. How are your kids?
They're fine. Let me get inside. They're waiting for me.
Deputies say 4 men broke into this home on Busy Bee Drive in Bonita Springs, but the burglar alarm foiled their plans. 3 kids were scared inside as their father got home to help. He watched as the men went their separate ways. Deputies weren't far behind. First, a white van crashed into another car at the intersection of US 41 and Island Park Road. The man he crashed into describes the chaotic scene.
Next thing I know, he's going down my driver's side with the side of his van. Then they pit maneuvered him.
That's where Gary Gaskins was taken into custody. Sheriff Mike Scott says he is no stranger to them.
Gary Gaskins is just a prolific criminal. If he's not in jail, he's committing crime. That's about the only time he's not committing crime is if he's in jail. He's going back there today.
Deputies found out another suspect crashed at Veronica Shoemaker and Colonial Boulevard. That man got away, and 2 of the other suspects abandoned their vehicles too. The violent crime has neighbors on edge.
Yeah, kind of shocking to hear that somebody broke into the house right in the middle of the day with people inside.
Deputies are still trying to track down those 3 other men using leads and also the man they've already captured to try to track the other men down. Reporting in Bonita Springs, Erin Maloney, Wink News Now.
I'm not a murderer.
21-year-old Amber Lee is accused of running over a man she thought raped her, but deputies say she killed the wrong guy. Now she's speaking out for the first time about that scary December night.
He made me get out of the car and he pulled me behind the building, and that's where he raped me.
Lee says she and her boyfriend were trying to sell their CD player. Instead, they stepped into a bad situation.
Well, when he pulled me around the building, I thought I was gonna die. I didn't know he was gonna do that until he told me to get on my knees.
She says she begged and pleaded with her rapist to let her go, thinking the whole time about her young daughter at home. But the night got even worse.
We were just trying to get out of there. That when we tried to go around the one man in the middle of the road, it just ended up happening. Like, I don't know, like, it happened so fast.
Highway Patrol says Lee mowed over 32-year-old Timothy Bachman. Deputies argue she thought the man was her rapist and did it on purpose. She's in jail on preliminary charges of murder.
And it's hard, it's not fun, it's not easy. I'm sorry for the man's family and everything, but what happened was an accident.
The victim's cousin walked back with us to where Bachman was run over. He says he doesn't feel bad for Lee and he wants her to pay.
He lost his life. We lost a family member. The law can't do something to her.
Now just months away from giving birth to another baby, Lee worries the accident could mean a life prison sentence away from her 2 children. Even so, Lee has a message for the victim's family.
More from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry. You know, I could only imagine what they're going through. But I don't want them to think that one day that I don't think about him.
In Hendry County, Erin Maloney, Wink News Now.
On September 11, 2001, President George W. Bush was reading to an elementary school class in Florida. You remember that? But he was interrupted with the news of the attacks. And now the man behind it all is dead. And the people in that class are looking back. Erin Maloney with our affiliate WINK has this story.
September 11th, 2001 started out as an exciting morning for Emma Booker Elementary in Sarasota. President Bush chose the school to unveil his new reading initiative. Now, a junior in high school, Mariah Williams, remembers it well.
I was in 2nd grade, and I remember the story, like reading the story and stuff, and like being with him and being able to ask questions.
Moments later, one of the president's aides whispers in his ear, "The nation is under attack." No one knew the news until President Bush told the nation from Booker's library.
Freedom itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward.
I think everybody was in a total shock. I think the president was in shock. The teachers were in shock. The whole nation was in shock. It was totally surreal. Like, this really can't be happening.
10 years later, a memorial sits where President Bush gave his speech, and a new lesson for children here today about the capture of the man behind the attacks. Bin Laden's capture gives closure and comfort to teachers and students who witnessed it all right here in Sarasota.
He ordered so many innocent people to die that, you know, one way or another, whether they captured him and he was brought to trial, I'm sure that he would have met his demise one way or another. I'm sorry it took so long, but I'm very glad it happened.
And that was Erin Maloney with our affiliate WINK in Florida.